Hi students and viewers, welcome to Diamond Group of Institution KCET and NEET online classes. So today we are going to discuss about some basic concepts of chemistry and redox reaction. So here first I am going to first question of two oxides of iron first combined with first contain 22 percentage of oxygen and second type of oxide in that it contains 30 percentage of oxygen. So first contain 22 percentage of oxygen and second contain 30 percentage of oxygen by weight. The ratio of weights of iron in the two oxides that combined with same weight of oxygen. Okay, that is the question. Option A 3 is to 2, B 2 is to 1, C 1 is to 2, D 1 is to 1. So first try to understand the question. So they are given here two type of oxides of iron. Okay, so first iron oxide and second iron oxide. So two type of oxides they are given. First, in first oxide, the first contain 22 percentage of oxygen. In first iron oxide, the percentage of oxygen in first iron oxide is 22. So 22 percentage of oxygen. So in iron oxide, for example, this is iron oxide. In this iron oxide, oxygen percentage is 22. Therefore, iron percentage, metal percentage is how much? 100 minus 22 is nothing but 78. Okay, so in first oxide, oxygen percentage is 22 and metal here iron metal percentage is 78. Next, go to second oxide. Because of they are given two type of oxides here. So in second type of oxide, iron oxide, in that second one contain 30 percentage of oxygen. So first one contain 22 percentage of oxygen, second one contain 30 percentage of oxygen. Means in second iron oxide, percentage of oxygen in second iron oxide is 30. So therefore, percentage of iron in that second oxide 100 minus 30 is nothing but 70. Okay, so this is given data, students. Okay, this is a given data. So two type of iron oxide. In first iron oxide, percentage of oxygen, percentage of iron. In second one, percentage of oxygen, percentage of iron or metal. So from this data, by using of this data, we want to find out the ratio of iron in weights. Okay, the ratio of iron in two metal oxides, we want to find out that. So see here, based on this data, so what is the conclusion here? 22 grams of oxygen combined with 78 grams of metal. Okay, so 22 grams of oxygen combined with 78 grams of metal and they form one kind of iron oxide. So 22 grams of oxygen combines with 78 grams of metal. So X grams of oxygen combined with how many grams of metal? That is the question here. 22 grams of oxygen combined with 78 grams of metal. But X grams of oxygen combined with how many grams of metal here? Then we find out X into 78 by 22. X into 78 by 22. Okay, that is one kind of concept in first iron oxide. In the same way, in second iron oxide, 30 grams of oxygen combined with 70 grams of metal. In the first one, 22 grams of oxygen combined with 78 grams of metal. In second one, 30 grams of oxygen combined with 70 grams of metal. Therefore, X grams of oxygen combined with how many grams of metal? So what here? x into 70 by 30. Okay, so this is in case of second oxide. So next one, ratio of weight. So now based on these two informations, we want to find out the ratio. Ratio of weights of metal. Here metal is what? Iron. In these two oxides is first one 78 by 22 into x, 78 by 22 into x, first metal oxide, and the ratio is with the second one. So second one 70 by 30 into x. Here 70 by 30 into x. Therefore 78 by 22 simplification 3 point something. Therefore here 3. Next 70 by 30 here in simplification 2 point something, 2.3 like that. So therefore 3 by 2 in simplification. So ratio is how much? 3 is to 2. 3 is to 2. So therefore option A is the answer. So first oxide, in that percentage of oxide and percentage of metal, second oxide percentage of oxide and percentage of metal, and here 22 grams combined with 78 grams of metal. Therefore x grams combined with how many grams of metal? 30 grams of oxygen combined with 70 grams of metal. Therefore x grams of oxygen combined with how many grams of metal? So here finally we get like this, and by using of these two we can find out the ratio of iron in these two oxides as 3 is to 2. Right. Next, second one. Here, 4 1 liter flasks. So 1 liter flask, 1 liter flask, 1 liter flask. 4 1 liter flasks are separately filled with the gases hydrogen, helium, oxygen, and ozone. Okay, right. So 4 1 liter flasks, they are separately filled with the hydrogen gas, helium gas, oxygen gas, and ozone at the same room temperature and pressure. Here room temperature and pressure is same. At the same room temperature and pressure, these 4 gases are filled in 4 different 1 liter flasks. Next, the ratio of number of atoms. So based on this information, we are going to find out the ratio of number of atoms of these gases present in different flasks would be what? Option A 1 is to 1 is to 1 is to 1. Option B 1 is to 2 is to 2 is to 3. Option C 2 is to 1 is to 2 is to 3. Option D 3 is to 2 is to 2 is to 1. So here first the question is for 1 liter flask. So this is 1 liter flask. The volume of this flask is 1 liter. 1 liter, 1 liter, 1 liter. Okay, 1 liter. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 flasks. 4 flasks. So volume of this 4 flasks is 1 liter, 1 liter. 1 liter flasks are separately filled with one is hydrogen gas, here helium gas, and oxygen and ozone. So separately filled with hydrogen, helium, oxygen, and ozone at the same room temperature and pressure. Now we want to find out what here? Number of atoms, ratio of number of atoms. So here this flask contain how many atoms? Here how many atoms? Here how many atoms? Here how many atoms? We want to find out the ratio. Okay, right. So what is the hint here, student? Equal values contain equal number of molecules. Okay. So here volume is same, 1 liter, 1 liter, 1 liter, 1 liter. Volume is same. So equal volume means same volume, equal volume. It contains equal number of molecules. Means here the hydrogen molecule, helium molecule, oxygen molecule, ozone molecules numbers are same. Why? Because volumes are same. Equal volumes contain equal number of molecules. Hence, number of atoms of hydrogen, helium, oxygen, ozone. So here hydrogen is diatomic, helium is monoatomic, oxygen is diatomic, ozone is triatomic. Therefore, diatomic 2, monoatomic 1, diatomic 2, triatomic 3. So here number of atoms is 2 is to 1 is to 2 is to 3. Okay. So therefore option C is correct answer.
Next to question number 3.
two metallic oxides contain 27.6 percentage and 30 percentage oxygen respectively. So two metallic oxides contain 27.6 percentage and 30.0 percentage of oxygen respectively. Next, if the formula of first oxide is N3O4, if the formula of first oxide is N3O4, then the second oxide formula is what? That is the question. Okay, option A MO, B MO2, C M2O5, D M2O3. Okay, that is the question here. So if they are given a question like this, first the basic concept here. Here two metallic oxides. So metal oxide 1, metal oxide 2. Two metallic oxide. So in first metal oxide just like a MO. Here also metal oxide just like a MO. So in first metal oxide, oxygen percentage is 27.6 percentage. So percentage of oxygen in first metal oxide is 27.6 percentage. So then percentage of metal in first metal oxide is 100 minus 27.6. Therefore 72.4 percentage of metal present in first metal oxide. Next, second oxide. In second oxide, percentage of oxygen is 30. So percentage of oxygen in second metal oxide is 30 percentage. So if oxygen percentage is 30, therefore percentage of metal in second metal oxide is 100 minus 30, that is equal to 70. Okay, 70 percentage. Next, here first oxide formula is N3O4. Then second oxide formula is what? Okay, that is the question. And here hint is 72.4 parts of metal, 72.4 parts of metal, it has 3 metal atoms. Okay, 72. This is information about first oxide. In first metal oxide, percentage of oxygen is 27.6, percentage of metal is 72.4, and the formula of first oxide is N3O4. Here 72.4 parts of metal contain 3 metal atoms. Then 70 parts of metal contain how many metal atoms? That is the concept. 72.4 parts of metal contain 3 metal atoms. Then 70 parts of metal contain how many atoms? So 72.4 parts of metal contain 3 metal atoms. Then 70 parts of metal contain how many metal atoms? Therefore 70 into 3 by 72.4. 72 into 3 by 72.4. In this simplification, 2.9 atoms of N. Okay, that means what? 70 parts of metal in second oxide, it contains 2.9 atoms of M. Next, 27.6 parts of oxygen, 27.6 part of oxygen contain 4 oxygen atoms, because of in first oxide N3O4 is the formula. 27.6 parts of oxygen contain 4 oxygen atoms. Then 30 percentage of oxygen contain how many oxygen atoms? That is the concept. See here, 27.6 parts of oxygen is, it has 4 oxygen atoms. 27.6 parts of oxygen, it has 4 oxygen atoms. Then 30 parts of oxygen contain how many oxygen atoms? Therefore 30 into 4 by 27.6. So 30 into 4 by 27.6. Therefore 30 into 4 by 27.6. In this simplification, 4.35 atoms of oxygen. So now in second oxide, in second metal oxide, the ratio of metal and oxygen. The ratio of metal and oxygen is here metal 2.9, oxygen 4.35. So metal 2.9, oxygen 4.35. So it is the value of 2.9 is to 4.3 is nothing but 0.6. 1 is to 1.5 is nothing but 0.6. 2 is to 3 is nothing but just like 0.6. Means 2.9 is to 4.3, 2 is to 3. Both are values are same. Therefore, metal is 2, oxygen is 3, N2O3 is the formula. Therefore, option D is the answer. Question number 4. Which of the following has the maximum number of molecules? Which of the following has maximum number of molecules? Option A 44 grams of carbon dioxide, B 48 grams of ozone, C 8 grams of hydrogen, D 64 grams of SO2. So here number of molecules, number of moles into our number like that. Number of molecules of 44 grams of carbon dioxide. First number of moles. So here we want to find the number of moles. So what is the number of moles concept? So weight by molecular weight. So here number of molecules of 44 grams of carbon dioxide. In this number of moles equal to 44 grams. And CO2 molecular weight is 44. Because of carbon, atomic weight is 12 and O2, oxygen 16, 2 oxygen 16. So totally 12 plus 16 plus 16 totally 44. So here one value is 1. Number of moles in carbon dioxide, 44 grams of carbon dioxide 1. Next number of molecules of 48 grams of ozone. So again here number of moles equal to 48 weight by molecular weight. So 48 and ozone molecular weight is 48. So 48, 1. Next option C, 8 grams of H2. So number of molecules 8 grams of H2. So before that number of moles equal to weight by molecular weight. So here weight is 8 and H2 weight is molecular weight is 2. Therefore 8 by 2 is nothing but 4. Next number of molecules of D option is 64 grams of SO2. So 64 grams of SO2 is nothing but number of moles equal to weight by SO2. So here sulfur 32 and oxygen 16 plus 16 32 is nothing but 64. 1. So in A, B, C, D, option C contain more number of moles, no more number of molecules. But remaining A, B, D, the value is 1. But here C, once you observe option C, 4 number of moles value is 4. Therefore number of molecules is more. So the question is what? The maximum number of molecules in 8 grams of H2, that is the 4. Next question number 5. The number of molecules in 100 ml of 0.02 normality H2SO4. So 100 ml, for example, this is the class. In this class, H2SO4 concentration is 0.02 normality, and the value of this H2SO4 is 100 milliliter. So in 100 milliliter of 0.02 normality H2SO4, it contains how many number of molecules? How many number of molecules are present in 100 ml of 0.02 H2SO4? That is the question. Option A 6.023 into 10 to the power of 22. B 6.02 into 10 to the power of 21. C 6.02 into 10 to the power of 20. D 6.02 into 10 to the power of 18. Okay. So in this question, the given data is what? Normality is given and value 100 ml. So they are given normality and value. So first here int is normality equal to molarity into valency factor. Okay, this is the equation. Normality equal to molarity into valency factor.
So what is the normality of this H2SO4 solution? 0.02. Therefore normality equal to 0.02. Next molarity, we want to find out the molarity. Normality they are given, we want to find out the molarity. And valency factor, for H2SO4 valency factor is 2. So molarity equal to 0.02 by 2 is nothing but 0.01. Normality they are given. Based on this, now we are going to find out the molarity for this H2SO4 solution. So what is the molarity here? 0.01 is the molarity. So we have the equation for molarity. Molarity equal to number of moles by value in liter. Number of moles by value in liter. So what is molarity value here? 0.01 is the molarity. So number of moles. We want to find out the number of moles. So number of moles and value is 100 milliliter. But in converted to liter means 100 milliliter means 0.1 liters. So therefore molarity 0.01 equal to n by value is 0.1 liters. Therefore number of moles equal to 0. In simplification, number of moles equal to 0.001 mole. So here finally we find out what student? Number of moles. Because of number of molecules equal to number of moles in the Avogadro number. So therefore first we want to find out the number of moles. So then finally we find out the number of moles, 0.01 mole. So we already know 1 mole of H2SO4 contains Avogadro number of molecules. Okay, we well know about that. 1 mole of H2SO4 solution contains 6.023 into 10 to the power of 3 molecules. But here how many moles of H2SO4 present? So number of moles is 0.001. So means after the point here 3 digits. Okay. So therefore 0.001 ml mole of H2SO4 contains here 3 digits. 3 are decreased here. Therefore 6.023 into 10 to the power 20 molecules are present in 0.001 H2SO4. So therefore 6.023 into 10 to the power 20 molecules present in this solution. Therefore option C is correct. 6.02 into 10 to the power 20. Question number 6. So here given that standard reduction potential value. So here E0 standard reduction potential value for K plus by K is minus 2.93 volts. And standard reduction potential value for Fe plus 2 by Fe is minus 0.44 volts. And the standard reduction potential value for Zn plus 2 by Zn is minus 0.76 volts. And standard reduction potential value of copper plus 2 by copper is 0.34 volts. Okay. So here they are given standard reduction potential values. Based on these data, which of the following is strongest reducing agent? Very important question. Based on this data, we want to find out what student strongest reducing agent. In the same way, in some of the questions, so same they are given like this, and find out strongest oxidizing agent also. But in this question, they are asking what strongest reducing agent. So sometimes they are asking strongest oxidizing agent also, and the weakest reducing agent and weakest oxidizing agent. Okay, like that they are asking in different ways. And the data is what here? Only standard reduction potential values. Means standard reduction potential values, reducing agent, there is some connection in between standard reduction potential values and reducing agent, and standard reduction potential values and oxidizing agent. So option A. So copper, it has strongest reducing agent. K plus has strongest reducing agent. Zn plus 2 has strongest reducing agent. Iron has strongest reducing agent. This is the hint for this question, student. So this is EMF series. EMF series. In this EMF series, from top to bottom, standard reduction potential values are decreases. Okay, so from top to bottom, standard reduction potential values are decreases, means they are in negative values. And top of the elements in EMF series, this is EMF series, top of the elements has positive standard reduction potential, means more standard reduction potential values. So positive, 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 0, minus, 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 like that. Okay. So for example, here X element. X element, it has standard reduction potential values more, means that is act as a, that is undergoes reduction. If X element has standard reduction potential values more, then that element undergoes reduction. So if this element undergoes reduction means, it is act as an oxidizing agent. Okay, if this element undergoes reduction means it is act as an oxidizing agent. So means in EMF series, the top element, it has more, it is undergoes more reduction, and it has strongest oxidizing agent. Means, for example, X element, if it has positive reduction potential, highest standard reduction potential value, positive, then that X element act as an oxidizing agent. For example, here Y element, the bottom part, least one. So Y element has negative standard reduction potential value, minus. So Y element has negative standard reduction potential value. Then it is undergoes oxidation reaction. And that element act as a reducing agent. So if the element has positive standard reduction potential value, that is act as a oxidizing agent. If the standard reduction potential values are in negative or very, very lower, if the standard reduction potential value is negative or very, very lower, then that is the good or strongest reducing agent. So what is the final conclusion here? If the negative value is low, here standard reduction potential value is low, then it is act as a reducing agent. So here K plus K minus negative value 2.93, and here minus 0.44, minus 0.76, and here it is a positive value. Therefore, negative value minus 2.93. So here positive, first 0.34, next minus 0.44, minus 0.76 volts, and last minus 2.93 volts in EMF series. So here minus 2.93 means this is the lowest value. Standard reduction potential value is very, very low, 2.93. Therefore, it is act as a best reducing agent. Therefore, B is the answer. Next question number 7. In which of the following changes there is a transfer of 5 electrons? Okay, that is the question. Which of the following changes there is a transfer of 5 electrons? Option A, MnO4 minus converted to Mn plus 2. B, CrO4 minus 2 converted to Cr plus 3. C, MnO4 minus 2 converts to MnO2. And D, Cr2O7 minus 2 converts to Cr plus 3. Okay, among these 4 reactions, in which of the reaction 5 electron transfer takes place? That is the question. So here first we observe the option A. MnO4 minus is converts to Mn plus 2. MnO4 minus is converts to Mn plus 2. So here Mn, in product side Mn oxidation number here plus 2. And here reactant side manganese, first we want to find out the manganese oxidation number. So therefore it is considered as a X plus 4 oxygen atoms, 1 oxygen, 4 oxygen atoms, and 1 oxygen common oxidation number minus 2, and equals to here minus 1 to the power of minus 1 here, therefore minus 1. So X 4 into minus 2, therefore minus 8. X minus 8 equal to minus 1. Therefore X equal to 8 minus 1, that is nothing but plus 7. So here X equal to what? Manganese equal to plus 7. Therefore, here manganese oxidation number plus 7. Plus 7 is converts to plus 2. So plus 7 is converts to plus 2. Means 5 electrons difference. So here manganese plus 7 and plus 2. Means this is the reduction. In this reduction, manganese plus 7 is gained 5 electrons and converts to plus 2. Therefore, in this reaction, 5 electrons transfer takes place. From reactant to product side, 5 electron transfer takes place. Therefore, option A is the answer. In the same way, you are better to find out the remaining options also. Question number 8. What are the oxidation states of phosphorus? What are the oxidation states of phosphorus in the following compounds? So, H3PO2, H3PO4, H3PO2, H3PO4, Mg2P2O7, pyrophosphate, PH3 phosphate and H3PO3 phosphorus. So in all these compounds we want to find out the phosphorus oxidation number. Option A plus 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5, B plus 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, option C plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5, option D plus 1 plus 5 plus 5 minus 3 plus 5 respectively. Okay, these are the options. So this is this concept is belongs to redox reactions here. So here we want to find out the oxidation number of phosphorus atoms in all these cases. So we have some rule in that we already know about that. First one H3PO2. In this H3PO2 we want to find out phosphorus oxidation number. So 3 hydrogen atoms, 1 hydrogen common oxidation number plus 1. Therefore 3 into plus 1. Phosphorus oxidation number, we are going to find out that, therefore it is considered as X. 2 oxygen common oxidation number minus 2, therefore 2 into minus 2 equal to 0. So here plus 3 and here minus 2. Okay, minus 4. So plus 3 minus 4 is nothing but plus 1. Therefore, in this case, phosphorus oxidation number is plus 1. Next, H3PO4. So here 3 hydrogen atoms. So 1 hydrogen common oxidation number plus 1. And phosphorus, it is considered as X. And 4 oxygen atom, 1 oxygen common oxidation number is minus 2. Therefore, 4 into minus 2. Minus 8. So here minus 8 and here plus 3. Therefore, difference is plus 5. Okay. So here phosphorus oxidation number is plus 5. Next, Mg2P2O7. So here 2 magnesiums, 1 magnesium oxidation number is plus 2. Therefore, 2 into plus 2. And 2 phosphorus, therefore 2x. And 7 oxygen atoms, 1 oxygen common oxidation number minus 2, therefore 7 into minus 2. Option D plus 1 plus 5 minus 3 plus 5 respectively. Therefore option D is the answer.
Next question number 9. What will be the balanced equation in acidic medium for the given reaction? So this is given reaction. In this given reaction, it is an unbalanced equation. So but we are going to balance this equation in acidic medium. Okay, acidic medium. So what is the equation? Cr2O7 minus 2 aqueous plus SO2 gas and converts to Cr plus 3 aqueous plus SO4 minus 2 aqueous. Okay, this is the equation, but it is unbalanced equation. So now we are going to balance this equation by redox cell reaction method in acidic medium. Okay, so these are the equations. So these are the options. So in these options, after balancing of this equation, which option is correct? That is the question. And in the students, for this question, this is the hint. First given reaction is Cr2O7 minus 2 SO2 gives Cr plus 3 SO4 minus 2. Cr2O7 minus 2 SO2 gives Cr plus 3 and SO4 minus 2. That is the unbalanced equation, given reaction. So first, if they are given equation like this, first we have to find out the oxidation number. So here chromium oxidation number. So here 2x, chromium 2x. So 7 oxygen oxidation number minus 2, 7 into minus 2, 14. So 14 minus 2 here 12. So therefore 2x equal to 12, but x equal to plus 6. X equal to plus 6. Therefore here chromium oxidation number plus 6. And in SO2 we want to find out the oxidation number of sulfur. 2 oxygen, 1 oxygen oxidation number minus 2. Therefore, 2 into minus 2 minus 4 after equal to it becomes to plus 4. Therefore, sulfur plus 4. So, chromium plus 6, sulfur plus 4. And here chromium plus 3, sulfur. So, here 4 oxygen, 1 oxygen, oxidation number minus 2, common oxidation number minus 2. Therefore, 4 into minus 2 minus 8. So, after equal to minus 8, it becomes to plus 8. 8 minus 2 plus 6. Plus 6. So, once you observe, plus 6 is converts to plus 3. Okay. Chromium plus 6 is converts to plus 3. Means oxidation number decreases. Therefore, it is a reduction reaction. So, Cr2O7 minus 2 converts to 2Cr plus 3. It is a reduction reaction. Therefore, reduction of side Cr2O7 minus 2 converts to Cr plus 3. Because of here plus 6 is converts to plus 3 means decreases, oxidation number decreases means it is a reduction reaction. Next, SO2 here plus 4 is converts to plus 6. Therefore, plus 4 plus 6 means oxidation number is increases. Plus 4 plus 6 means oxidation number is increases. Therefore, it is a oxidation reaction. So, SO2, SO4 minus 2. That is a oxidation reaction. Because of here, plus 4 is converts to plus 6 means oxidation number is increases. Therefore, oxidation reaction. Next. So, first we are classifying this equation into the oxidation of and the reduction of. After that, first balancing atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen. Balancing atom other than oxygen and hydrogen means sulfur. So, reactant side 1 sulfur, product side 1 sulfur. Therefore, it is equal. Next, in this reaction. So, what is the first one method? Balancing the atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen. So, other than oxygen means here chromium. So, this side 2 chromium, this side 1 chromium. Therefore, that side add 2. Because of here, this side 2 chromium, here only 1 chromium means we have to add 2. Next, second one. Balancing oxygen atom. So, in acidic medium, oxygen atom, if oxygen atom lesser side, we are better to add water molecule to the balancing of oxygen atom. So, in acidic medium. So, therefore, once you observe this side 2 oxygen and this side 4 oxygen, means this side 2 oxygen less. Therefore, in acidic medium, we have to add water molecule. We have to add water molecule in acidic medium. Therefore, here 2 oxygen, here 4 oxygen means here 2 oxygens less. Therefore, 2 water molecules to be added. So, therefore, 2 oxygen, here 2 oxygen, 4 oxygen here, 4 oxygen here. Now, oxygens are balanced. Next, after balancing of oxygen atom, next we have to balance hydrogen atom. So, in acidic medium, if hydrogens are left side, we have to add H plus ions. So, therefore, in this side, 2 into 2 here 4 hydrogen atoms. But this side there is no hydrogen atom. Therefore, this side 4 hydrogen atoms are left. Therefore, we have to add H plus ion. To balancing oxygen, we have to add water molecule. To balancing hydrogen, we have to add H plus ion. Therefore, here this is 4H plus ions. Next, here difference is plus 4 to plus 6. Means 2 electrons are different. So, therefore, we have to add 2 electrons this side. Okay. So, oxygens balanced here, hydrogens and electrons. Next, in this method, reduction of side. So, here, first balancing atom other than oxygen and hydrogen. So, therefore, Cr2, 2Cr balancing. Next, balancing oxygen atom. So, therefore, here 7 oxygen atom. There is no oxygen. This side there is no oxygen. Means this side 7 oxygens are left. Therefore, in acidic medium, to balancing the oxygen, we have to add water molecule H2O. So, how many water molecules are required? 7. Because of this side 7 oxygens are left. Therefore, 7 H2O. Okay, this side 7 H2O. So, oxygen atoms are balanced. Next, balancing hydrogen atom. So, here 7 to the 14. This side 14 hydrogens are present, but there is no hydrogens in this side. Therefore, This side 14 hydrogens are required. So to balance in hydrogen acidic medium, we have to add H plus. So 14 H plus are added. So oxygens are added and hydrogens H plus ions also added. Next one, electron difference. Here once you observe plus 6, one chromium in plus 6 and one chromium in plus 3. So, but here two chromiums means 6 electrons. One chromium in plus 3. Here one chromium plus 6, one chromium plus 3. But here two chromiums means plus 6 electrons required. Therefore, plus 6 electrons. So, this side 2 electrons and that side 6 electrons. Here difference is 3. Therefore, now imagine this is equation 1 and that is equation 2. So, this equation 1 multiplying with 3. So, multiplying equation 1 with 3. After multiplying equation 1 with 3, then add equation 2. So, here SO2, but multiplying with 3, therefore 3 SO2, and here 2H2O. So, 2H2O into 3 means 6H2O. But this side 7H2O means 7H2O, 6H2O means difference 1. So, therefore 1H2O. Next, 3SO4 minus 2. 3 into SO4 minus 2. 3SO4 minus 2. Next here 4H plus multiplying with 3. Therefore 3 into 4 12H plus. But here 14H plus. Difference is 2. Therefore 2H plus. Okay, 2H plus. So 3 into 2 6 electrons, 6 electrons, 6 electrons, 6 electrons cancel. And so multiplying equation 1, after that adding equation 2. Therefore Cr2O7 minus 2, Cr2O7 minus 2. And here 2Cr plus 3, 2Cr plus 3. This is the final equation. Therefore, option A is correct.